Hello and welcome into the example video for lesson 14 for Precalculus 2. We're going to look at just a few examples of the types of problems you're going to see on your midterm exam, on your final exam. And again, it's more so about, it's our polar graphs, and it's identifying what type of figure it is, which way it faces, or if it's a rose, how many petals does it have? Let me share the document camera for you guys. All right, so our first equation that we're going to look at is R equals 2 minus 2 sine of theta. So we know it's a plus or minus sign, so it has to be a cardioid or a lemacon. So then we're looking at what? The numbers. If the numbers are the same, cardioid. If the numbers are different, lemacon. So in this case, because these are the same number, I know this is a cardioid. And so then I need to identify, is this thing pointing up, down, left, right? So because of sine, this means it's either pointing up or down. And then because of the minus sign between them, means that this is a cardioid pointing down. So this is maybe my favorite equation, and I always like to joke around with people or let people joke around with it, I suppose. Because if we were to draw this one, if you remember back to the content video, the tip is I add these guys together or double it. So 2a is 4 units away. The sides are 2 units. We have the origin. And so we get what? We get a picture that looks like your typical heart, right? So here's what I always like to have people do. If you have that significant other out there, tonight when you're headed to bed, you're texting them good night and I love you and I hope you sleep well. Send them this, send them R equals 2 minus 2 sine of theta. They're probably going to think you're a little bit nuts. That's okay. We're all a little bit nuts. But then if they look it up, they'll see that it's the graph of a heart, and then hopefully they forgive you for sending them math texts. So there you go. Something you can use in real life. So everyone's all, that's what everybody asks, right? When am I ever going to use this in real life? There you go. Now you can use that in real life. All right, what if we have R equals 1 plus 3 cosine theta? All right, there's a plus or minus, there's a plus. So I know that's going to be a lemacon. Plus or minus means lemacon or cardioid. Because the numbers are different, it's a lemacon. So I should probably put that. So it's a lemacon because different numbers. Now, because of cosine, that means it's either pointing left or right. And because of the plus sign, it means it's pointing right. So on the exam, when it asks you to identify what type of figure is this and what direction, you're just going to tell me it's a lemacon pointing to the right. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to sketch it. You don't have to find the tip and the inner loop and the sides. And now just tell me it's a lemacon pointing to the right. That's good enough for me. Number 3, R equals 2 cosine 3 theta. All right. There's no plus or minus. So right away, I know this is a rose. Now I need to identify how many leaves does it have. So that depends on the number in front of the theta. So because the number is 3 and that's odd, it means it has this number of leaves. So 3 leaves. And that's it. Again, I'm not going to ask you to draw it. Not going to ask you, what's the degrees between each leaf. None of that. Just this is a rose with 3 leaves. And lastly, R equals 3 sine of 2 theta. So again, no plus or minus. This has to be a rose. So I'm going to look at the number in front of theta. It's 2, which is even. Therefore, I have 2 times that amount of leaves. So 2 times 2 is 4. So I have 4 leaves. So that's it. Like I said, we're not going to get too involved with these. Kind of give your guys' brain a little break, hopefully. That's all you really need to do for these is identify the equations, what type of polar graph, which direction, or if it's a rose, how many leaves. So that's it. Come on back for lesson 15, and we'll see you guys then.